Good Saturday morning. Thanks for joining us in the WBTV News Now desk. I'm Caroline Hicks, here with meteorologist Rachel Coulter.
Good morning.
Rachel, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's been a nice start to the morning. I know you enjoyed watching the sun come up this morning.
That was my favorite part. It's been a minute since I've worked on the morning side, and so it's just nice seeing the sunrise. I feel like every morning I wake up and I check my little Twitter feed, or my X feed, I guess, and I see Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin and Eric, and they're all tweeting these beautiful sunrise pictures.
Well, you got to see it.
So I got to see it this morning, and I'm pretty pumped about it.
Well, many of you are hopefully enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend, and if you want to get outside this weekend, it's going to be, chilly but not rainy, so that's a plus.
Yeah, exactly. The only rain chances that we have would be later on for your Sunday, and even still, there's going to be many of you listening in that don't even see anything. So it's pretty limited in terms of coverage and impact overall.
We'll take that.
So there's your weekend outlook. If I had to just sum it up, cool afternoons, cold mornings, especially tomorrow, which I'll show you here in a second, with a shower chance late on Sunday. So we'll just kind of walk through this here. Temperatures right now in those 40s for most locations. Still a couple of spots hanging out of the 30s. Excuse me, don't mind me. But it feels like the 30s in a couple of spots because it's still a little breezy as you see that tower cam get knocked around. We were talking about this on the morning show this morning, Caroline, Small Business Saturday.
Yes.
So if you have plans to head out that way, I would just dress for the 40s. Because for the most part, that's where we're going to be. There's going to be a brief window of time. If you're just going to be headed out 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll be in the 50s. But otherwise, by 5 o'clock, around 50 degrees. And then we just see those temperatures drop from there. So high temperature of 53 in Charlotte, 40s in the higher elevations. And then look at your temperatures tonight, 33 degrees. So it's going to be around freezing, about 10 degrees colder than where we were this morning. And it's chilly out there right now. So just mentally prepare for that, heading out the door for breakfast and church plans. And then by tomorrow afternoon, low to mid 50s again, which is pretty comparable to where we were today. But there's that 20% chance of rain. So let's time this out a little bit. And I wanted to zoom us out just in case you have some travel plans across the Carolinas. There's a couple of things to pay attention to. If you look off on the right part of your screen, you can see some of that rain off the East Coast, not bringing any issues to us. But if you're headed to far eastern North Carolina and out towards the Outer Banks, or maybe traveling back from that way, or have some family or friends traveling back that way, it's going to be some rain. There's a little low that will develop out that way. And then you look out towards Nashville and Huntsville and Birmingham. So now the left part of your screen, dry for Sunday morning, but that rain is going to be approaching our area by the second half of the day. Fortunately, this is why we say just a few passing showers, because it just kind of falls apart. Just got a few little light showers working through from west to east. And that'll about do it. Most areas will end up staying dry, but it's going to be really windy in the mountains, so that'll be something to keep in mind. So here's your 7-day forecast. If I had to sum it all up, we've got 53 for this afternoon. Dry conditions. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds, increasing clouds over the course of the day. Right around freezing Sunday morning, 54 for that forecast high temperature, 20% chance of rain. Monday's actually not all that bad. A fairly seasonable day. High temperatures on average should be around 60 degrees, dropping into the 50s as we get into December. But then the colder air arrives. So we're waking up below, if not around freezing, for 3 mornings in a row. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The coldest of which will be Wednesday morning, 20s, topping out in the low 50s. It's going to be cold. It's been a minute since we've been that cold. You know, this past week we're coming off of high temperatures in the 70s and 60s. And now we've got morning low temperatures in the 20s. So it's going to be a little chilly heading out the door here the next couple of days.
A little chilly, but you know what? It is November. We're 30 days away from Christmas. So this is pretty normal, right?
Yeah, and you know, we're just going to continue to see those temperatures trend downwards and getting more and more in December. And I'd have to remember that because I forget, like we're just about to start December. We've got Christmas coming up, and it's about this time that we'd see temperatures around freezing for sure.
So what about a white Christmas? Is it too soon to tell?
It's too soon. It's too soon. Can never rule it out. You know, of course, we're getting into a more unsettled pattern, which we need. We still have those drought conditions. We finally picked up substantial rainfall earlier this week, especially on Tuesday. But yeah, a little too soon. But we're going to watch it, and we'll let you know if we see any precipitation, but also the cold air. What would be ideal is if we had the cold air already in place and then a system rolled through, brought the precipitation with it. Okay. That's going to be the ideal setup for us to get snow here. So we'll see if it ends up being the case.
All right. Well, we hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend, holiday weekend. Maybe get outside and enjoy it. Although it sounds like it'll be a little chilly, so bring your jacket. How are you going to be spending the rest of the weekend?
I'm probably going to go hang out with my parents again. My sister, she's in town, so got to see my family. That was really fun. What about you?
So fun. see the family, and maybe get outside, go on a walk, bundle
Nice.
up a little bit, maybe sit by the fire.
It'll be a good weekend for it.
Yeah.
Especially the fire. It's going to
Yeah.
be like more and more of that type of weather.
For
So
sure.
it'll be good.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your Saturday.